walk with me.
Not unto us, O Tatan Zambi, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? But our God is in the heavens. He hath done whatsoever he hath pleased. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. They have eyes, have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. O Israel, trust thou in the I am. He is their help and their shield. O house of Aaron, trust in the I am. He is their help and their shield. Ye that fear the I am, trust in the I am. He is their help and their shield. The I am have been mindful of us. He will bless us. He will bless the house of Israel. He will bless the house of Aaron. He will bless them that fear the I am, both small and great. The I am shall increase you more and more, you and your children. Ye are blessed of the I am, which made heaven and earth. And the heaven, even the heavens of the I am, but earth hath given to the children of men. Hath he given to the children of men. And today we know this wickedness. But the dead praise not the I am, neither any that go down into silence. But we will bless the I am from this time forth and forevermore. Praise the I am, he that hath no name. No name. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Those of you here on this platform and those shared platforms, we thank God for you. And deliver me from the hands of evil spirits who have sway over the thoughts of men's hearts, and let them not lead me astray from thee, my God. Establish thou me in my seat forever, that we go not astray from henceforth and forevermore. Jubilees, verse 12 and 20, a prayer of Abram. And before time, I've read to you Psalms chapter 115. Yes, you're walking with Mr. Clay. I'm Mr. Clay. Yes, all praises to the Most High, all praises. Yes, yes, yes. And we thank God for you, and also we thank God for this beautiful day. And with a hand clap of praise, we thank God for those of you who have subscribed. We thank God for those of you who have been with us here after and there's about. And we thank God for those of you that have been just about to subscribe, calling those things that are not as though they are. Now, we thank God for all the things that He's done. You know, I was sleepless last night. I found out, at first it was like multiple things were upon me. And I began to think about it. And I rebuked, I knew one of them was a spirit. The other one was a sinus. It went away. And I said, this is what I'm going through is a spiritual battle here. And it was directly after some devil began to accuse of something just so petty. Let me say this. We as children of the Most High, even Jacob, we go and suffer. We die. We bleed. We're no better than the heathen. No, we're not. We make no excuses. We act when it's time to act. We act within the timing of the Most High. But yet, you have the heathen that think that we're going to act like the Christian preachers. No, we're going to be meek. We're not going to get riled up because of you being riled up. No, we're not. Because we know who stands with us or stands before us. And we know who we follow. So why even fear any man or the seed of mankind. Yes, this is the mark of a true child of the Most High. He fears not. One whose confidence is in the Most High, should I say. So therefore, as we continue on, we're going to hit the book of Kings eventually. Judges, then Kings. But I want you to note, I've seen a lot of things on social media and the news and stuff about these mothers and these sons. This is one thing that was brought to my attention. Mothers and sons. How did the evil mothers of Israel try to manipulated their sons who were kings of Judah, and caused the people to err also. We're going to talk about this thing. You talk about Jezebel. Jezebel was just the top, wasn't even nothing compared to some of these women over their sons who ruled through. See, Jezebel is about a woman who ruled through the authority of her husband. She manipulated her husband to rule over others because he was a king. Same thing of those women who are in business, those who have sons that maybe have, lots of money or whatever, to do their evil. Some to make their sons feel guilty because of their love for their fathers. Oh, it's something else. It's barely something else. And many of us, we miss this mark, and I call it the Eve syndrome. Eve wanted power. She was enticed. She was convinced that you will be like the Most High, knowing both good and evil. Note what is going on here. She started lusting when lust is conceived. Come on here. She didn't think about those things at first, but she listened. She saw what this enemy was saying. This wasn't a Satan like you think it was. This Satan had a name. You go to the book of Enoch and Jubilees and find out who it was, since you don't like reading. Eve wanted to be equal with God. Now the spirit called Eve, and it's especially in certain women, she wants to be equal with a man. See, look, woman, I don't care how mad you get. Man does not come from the woman. He's born of a woman. Man was created by God. Woman, God made from a man. So the man is from God, and the woman is from the man. You are mankind. You are giving all the things that you need as a help suitable for the man to bear children, to help him in any other way that he should need your help if you are in his care. That's it. Now, we're going to get into that eventually. And some of you women are going to be very mad at this. You're probably mad now, but I don't care. It fazes me one day or another. You can send your son, your daughters, United States Army, or whatever. It doesn't matter. But either way, some people tell you, don't listen to them. I'm just warning you. There's nothing that I'm going to do, but you're going to suffer greatly. And you're going to really understand what it is to even deal with someone that really knows his God. And also God dealt with me on another thing, that I woke up and my sinuses was bothering me. It was bothering me before, and I went to sleep. That God blessed me to get rid of. And this Caucasian woman got on social media, and she was talking about how that she was convinced that God, the New Testament, was a false doctrine. It was Christianity. The New Testament is the doctrine of what? A denomination, a cult, evil. God showed me that what you're saying is not in vain, son. It's not in vain. This is what the Most High is showing me. Not in vain. That's why few are going to be even considered to be with the Most High when he comes. Call yourself Hebrew Israelite or whatever, you're Yahweh should I say, or Yahusha or whatever. It's non-existent. This thing has been so confused and covered up and maligned and misconstructed and everything constructed lies. Millions and trillions, uncountless numbers of gold and silver or money has been spent to make this lie so. Even so, it's been spent to even try to shore up the lies that cause you not to believe that you are of a child of Judah, or Issachar, or Benjamin, even Jacob. These things are so. But nevertheless, we're in Jasher, the book of Jasher. But we're going to cover these things later on as we go in more detail. I cannot cover them right now. But anyway, the book of Jasher, chapter 90 and verse 48, as you prepare. Oh, praise the Most High. Sometimes you just, makes you just want to go and just start hollering. I'll probably do that as I get out of this, off of this app, or out of this video, put it that way. But the Spirit truly is subject to you. Sometimes it's not, but it don't mean you go crashing in the walls and crawling on the floor like a demon-possessed evil devil. Nah, thinking that's the anointing of the Most High. But anyway, even the demon that they say was in Nazareth, he was eating up chains and all kind of stuff. Now, okay, Joshua the son of Nun died. He lived 110 years old. Good old age. Yes, had his strength and everything. And he judged Israel. Now, he was a judge. Now, even Moses was a judge, and so to speak. You can say judge. They were not kings, because kings, God defines it in the book of Samuel, what really a king would do and what he is, what type of person he would be. Yes. Now, in verse 48, he says, in other affairs of Oshe, if you want to find out, look at Numbers 13 and 16. That was his name, Oshe. We ain't dealing with no Kunta Kinte stuff and your name is Toby, and they done lied and said Moses called him. His name was Oshe. Oshia, whatever you want to say. But in his battles, his reproofs with which he reproved Israel, and all which he had commanded them, and the names of the cities which the children of Israel possessed in his days, behold, they are written in the book of the words of Oshe to the children of Israel. Now he's covering this. Jasher, or whoever this guy is, Jasher, he's covering this. And he's just giving you a glimpse of what he have read, or what he knows, and what God have really portrayed to him. Now, who is he writing to? He's writing to probably another people. Now, this was written way before the Gospels. This was written way before even, a lot of things have happened. From the time the angel talked to Moses, even while the battles of Israel, the battles of the Most High were going on. Now, he says, now, the names of the city which the children of Israel possessed in his days, are they not written in the book of the words of Oshe to the children of Israel, and in the book of the wars of the I Am, which is in the book of Oshe also, which Moses and Oshe and the children of Israel had written? It should be in the book of Joshua. This says the book of Joshua, or Oshe, Shia. And the children of Israel buried Oshe in the border of his inheritance in Timnath. Search Sirach, which was given to him in Mount Ephraim. And Eleazar the son of Aaron died in those days, and they buried him in the hill belonging to Phinehas, his son, which was given him in Mount Ephraim. Chapter 91 and verse 1. And at that time, after the death of Oshe, the children of the Canaanites were still in the land. and the Israelites resolved to drive them out. In other words, they were still faithful and courageous men, even after these men. These men are just noted for their, very great faith, or should I say, confidence in the Most High. And the children of Israel asked the I Am, saying, who shall first go up for us to the Canaanites to fight against them? And the I Am said, Judah shall go up. And the children of Israel said to Simeon, go up with us into our lot, and we will fight against the Canaanites, and we likewise will go up with you in your lot. So the children of Simeon went with the children of Judah. Okay, we're going to help you take your land, man. And the children of Judah went up. Now this is no punk stuff. This is no punk. This is not no bunch of kids on the corner still living with their mama that's on Section 8. No, this is not that. This is people that sit up there and they have gotten a mandate from God. Go up. And even the actions are real. Because one thing about a bully, you're going to find out a bully is one, when you catch him and when you actually get him, you find out he's more cowardice than he was. He just convinced another people that he was who he's not. And he was able to do what he did because he could. And he had some backing. You see those stories every day, and I've witnessed those things firsthand when I was in school and all that. I found out the bullies that I was afraid of was nothing. And so, as a matter of fact, I've won a lot of fight against bullies. But either way, regardless, we likewise will go up with you in your lot. So the children of Simeon went with the children of Judah. And the children of Judah went up and fought against the Canaanites. So the I Am delivered the Canaanites into the hands of the children of Judah. And they smote them in Bezek, 10,000 men. See, God kept his word there. And they fought with Adonizbek. How do you want to say? Adonizbek. And in Bezek, yes, Adonizbek. And he fled from before them, and they pursued him and caught him. And they took hold of him and cut off his thumbs and great toes. We'll find out this was sort of a thing with the children of Jacob. And Adonizbek said, 70 kings having their thumbs and great toes cut off gathered their meat under my table, as I have done. So God has requited me. And they brought him to Jerusalem, and he died there. And the children of Simeon went and with the children of Judah, and they smote the Canaanites with the edge of the sword. And the I Am was with the children of Judah, and they possessed the mountain, just like their father. And the children of Joseph went up to Bethel, the same as Luz. So if you find a place called Luz, see, everything that you see with the Ashkenazi there in that land that they have falsely claimed may not be where you think it is, even the Jerusalem. So don't get it wrong. You have to do some investigation. The real Jerusalem is discovered, and it's in that land, but it's not where they say it is. They're two different lands. Yeah, they call Jerusalem, but not as you think. And the I Am was with him. And the children of Joseph spied out Bethel, which means house of God. And the watchmen saw a man going forth from the city, and they caught him. And they said unto him, show us now the inheritance of the city, and we will go and show kindness to thee. And the man showed them the entrance of the city, and the children of Joseph came and smote the city with the edge of the sword. And the man with his family, they sent away. And he went to the Hittites, and he built the city, and he called the name thereof Luz. Okay, we know what Luz is. So all the Israelites dwelt in their cities, and the children at Israel dwelt in their cities. And the children of Israel served the I Am all the days of Joshua, or Oshé, and all the days of the elders. See, these were the elders that after Joshua or Oshé had died, the elders was the ones, or the ones that were leading. Yes, the elders, who had lengthened their days after Oshay. In other words, these were men of age who understood the wisdom and had seen what Moses had did, God had done through Moses. Yes. And saw the great work of the I Am, which he had performed for Israel. And the elders judged Israel after the death of Oshay for 17 years. And all the elders who also fought the battles of Israel against the Canaanites. See, these elders were not just punks off the road, off the block. They were there in the heat of battle. They were the kids that ran along and with Oshay while he was living. They understood the laws, commandments, ordinances, and statutes of the Most High. Yes, we're not Christians. I want to tell you this here, old world. We're not Christians. We're not none of these other Hebrew Israelite Christian organizations, or that go by the name of Israelites wearing costumes and all this other stuff. We don't deal with the New Testament. No, we don't. And we will tear your butt up. Nah, you would think we're part of the world in some instances, but when you see our practices, you'll say, nah, these folk crazy. But either way, just to be real with you. And he accomplished all the words which he had spoken to Abram, Isaac, and Jacob, and the oath which he had sworn to give them to their children, and the land of the Canaanites. And the I Am gave to the children of Israel the whole land of Canaan, and he, as he had sworn to their ancestors, and the I Am gave them rest. See, God will try you for a while. After you suffered a while, then the Most High will strengthen, settle, and establish you. Now, this is a true saying. And this is what happened here. He strengthened, settled, and established. Yeah, they had some wars. They had some worries, some doubts, some fears. Yes. You're going to have that, Jacob. Come out of your deceit. Come out from among them. Get away from that New Testament, that damnable heresy that was put there because of Deuteronomy chapter 28. A strong delusion if God sent you. And this was in who they call Yahawashai, Yahusha, and all these other names, Jesus. Wicked. But they have borrowed from other books of the Bible and have packaged it and said, this is the new way we're going to do things. God don't change. There is no new way. There is no old way. There's God's way. His law, statutes, commandments, and ordinance forever. That's it. And the I Am gave to the children of Israel the whole land of Canaan, as he has sworn to their ancestors, and the I Am gave them rest from those around them. And the children of Israel dwelt securely in their cities. Blessed be the I Am forever. And then he said, Amen and Amen. Just because it says that in English doesn't mean that he's talking about that damnable Egyptian word of some dumb God that you might worship or you think it is. Let it be as it is. It is what it is. We have nothing to lose in God. Only things that we lose is our confidence in him, and then that's when we begin to fear. Verse 17, and he says this, strengthen yourselves, Jasher, and let the hearts of all you that trust in the I Am be of good courage. In other words, don't fear. Be of good courage. Don't fear. Be of good courage. Now, we've just finished the book of Jasher. Yes, we've just finished the book of Jasher of 91 chapters. Very good journey. Very good journey. Even the devil start acting up everywhere. I've seen demons come through people. They don't even know why they act the way they act. Devils coming up. Devils getting crazy. Because we've exposed this so-called New Testament they've placed on side of what God have built up for thousands of years for a piece of nothing. tell you to turn the other cheek, to tell you to sit up there and do this and do that. No, we're not Christians. We don't turn the other cheek. We will eye for eye and tooth for tooth you. Yes, we will. We don't play that stuff. We ain't got no 5013C or whatever they call it. No, we don't get nothing from the government. We don't do that. But we stand with God and we stand on his word that if you're going to be an enemy of God, then you are our enemy too. Period. I don't care what color you are. Period. Because I tell you, you got black people just as hostile against God than there is any other nation or peoples. Hostile. Evil. And now the Eve syndrome comes. But with that, we're going to sit up there and we're going to get into the 66 books version or the Septuagint version of the book of Joshua. And from there, we're going to go all the way in. This is an ongoing series of books that we're reading and walking through. Yes, it is. And we're going to go through the book of, next would be the book of Osher. Yes, the wars of the Most High. The wars that he had done with while Osher was living. This just gives you a vague or just a preamble to what's happening, or an overview, should I say. That's what it is, an overview of what God has done. We're going to see some things God does and can do and will do if you would only trust him. Don't go by your eyes. Walk meekly as Moses did, even when the children of Israel came up against him. This thing you do not against me, this thing you do against God. And he understood and he believed it and he knew it. And who acted? Nobody but God. Sometimes you can curse yourself because of the devils that you listen to, man or woman. You're listening to the wrong things. You need to listen and obey those commandments, statutes, and ordinances that God has prescribed for his people, regardless of who you are, white, black, Asian, whatever you are. God has called all men to peace. Yes, but it's not going to happen because men have to be tried before God will even redeem them or accept them. Now, strengthen yourselves. Come out of your fear of what God says. You do what God says. And I guarantee you, you will have nothing really to fear, because the only fear you would really have is God, that you do not do what he asked you or what he commanded you to do. I mean, what is a man? What is a woman? Nothing. God says the nation of the world are nothing, less than nothing, a drop in a bucket. Many are delusional in their assumption of what God is, coming out of their own spirits, convincing themselves as to a thing and not even thinking that maybe this I'm thinking or maybe I'm doing is wrong, or maybe I should examine myself before I judge God. Delusional, yes. Mental is another word, as the English would put it. There are many words, but either way, they're only saying check yourself. That's right, check yourself, that your intentions and your motives are right and that they are just and fair. That's it. And for the young man, I say, don't put your eyes on your mother. Many young men have been, especially of the black American persuasion, emotionalism and everything. I was raised in a single parent home, but I had sense enough to listen to my uncles and all these grown men on the street that had fathers that I knew and friends that had fathers, to borrow from them what I didn't have. And I learned. And you can tell a woman that never had a father, the way she acts, the way she tried to be the man that she wished she had, as far as her father, because they never had a man have authority over them. You know, and so is the man. So is the man and the woman that never had a father. They resist authority because all they're used to is this person that they know that they can have their way with. And this is why children go with their mothers in a split or divorce, because they know that their mothers will agree with what they do. And with that, we're going to say, follow God. Not your mother, not your brother, not your father. Follow God. And if they are patterning themselves after the word of the Most High, then you follow them. Now, with that, we're going to say, peace.
Walk with me.